Y'all already know what time it is. It's another Monday night. Let's go. Let's kick it. Come on. Hey, man, y'all already know what's popping. Holla at your boy. We streaming to YouTube, streaming to Instagram. If you can hear me, drop a 1. What's going on, JC? Drop a 1 if you can hear me. Drop a 1 if you can hear me. JB, I see you over there on IG, man. What's going on with you? Long time no see. Happy New Year. Hey, for those of you who want the full regular experience, you can come on over on YouTube. If you want the full experience, you can come on over on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Let's go! I know that music going crazy, but it's gotta go crazy because it's a Monday night. You know what I'm saying? Drop a 1 if you can hear me. Let me know what where you're watching from and what your sin of the day is. You know what I'm saying? La la yeah, that was horrible. La la yeah. We got ones in the building, you know what I'm saying? I got ones everywhere, ones everywhere, ones everywhere, ones everywhere, ones everywhere. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good conversation tonight. It's gonna be a good conversation tonight, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it! She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog. Yo, shout out to everybody that's watching on IG, you know what I'm saying? If you want the full experience, you can come over on YouTube. Holla at your boy, Fat Boy Finesse. Ricky, I see you, hard body. What's going on with you? What's popping? I can't call it, man. I hope you guys have had an amazing day. For those of you who are coming in, do me a favor, hit that like button. That lets everybody know that your boy, Fat Boy, is live again. DJ Literation, what's popping with you? I can't call it, man. Right time, right place. Baton Rouge in the building. What's going on, Ronald? Hey, Jason. Yeah, you already know what I'm saying. Grass section always understands the assignment. Let's go, Joel. What's popping with you? Maurice said it ain't the Legion. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying. We spread the word. We spread the love. You know what I'm saying. Dump trucking. Bad News VA in the building. What's going on, 757? We got ones all over the place. We got ones. I see y'all. What's going on over there on IG, man? I see y'all, man. What's popping with you? Yeah, I know it kind of look crazy right now. I forgot to install. Well, not forgot. Ecamm has a new beta out where I can automatically do the vertical streaming at the same time, but I don't necessarily want to do that. So yeah. Twan, what's popping with you? Percy, what's good with you? BJ says, I got that Man Sarah Amore Cafe. Crazy work, fam. How you like it? How you like it? Look, how you liking that situation, you know what I'm saying? With that Man Sarah. Y'all know what time it is, man. Hey, hit that like button, bro. To tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. That Fat Boy Finesse is live again. He said it ain't the Legion. I got some Legion for him, though. Let's go. Tell him, say, we got some Spartan Legion in the building. Hey, man, I hope you guys have had an amazing weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got to turn the horn section loose real quick. Let's go. Somebody said, I'm so hurt. Yeah, on my mama, on my hood, I look fly, baby, I smell good. Touch my swag, wish you could. On my mama, I smell good. Let's Y'all already know what time it is. Mr. Nobody. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. 74 degrees. I wish, my guy. I wish. It's a smooth 27 where I am right now. It's a smooth. I know it's loud. Some of y'all like, what in the world is going on? You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is? It's Monday, man. It's our day. It's our day. It's our day. All right, Legion. All right, Legion. Chill out. Cause we got some new people in the building, and I know a lot of people don't know what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta act like we got some sense. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be on our best behavior. You know what I'm saying? For company, we gotta be on our best behavior. We got to be on our best behavior for company. We got to be on our best behavior for company. Y'all good? Y'all good, though? Y'all good? I'm just making sure y'all good, man. We're going to have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, man. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. DJ Lit says, yo, women go crazy over. Absolutely, bro. Eddie says it's warm in Miami. Bro, I wish. My guy, I'm trying so hard to get to my, you know what I'm saying? Cosmic Pro is going on this week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, man, welcome to The Bridge. This is where we make connections that make sense. All right. I'm huge on wordplay. So I know you kind of like that. Those of you who are watching me for the first time, that's smooth. That's smooth. That's smooth. Yeah, smooth like butter. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it's not butter. Believe it. It's called finesse. It's called finesse, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we make connections that make sense. I am your bridge between the fragrance community and the fragrance industry. As my guy James loves to say, there are sheep, there are shepherds, and there are wolves in this space. Not just this space, but in life, on the internet, period. So we use fragrance to invite you into a deeper connection. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it comes full circle. We make it all make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see some people in the building. Y'all already know what it is. I got 28 people that are watching on YouTube right now. We got several other people that are watching on IG. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're here for the first time, again, welcome. Y'all say hello to some people in the chat. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like church. It's like good home cooking. Yo, speak to somebody that you've never spoken to before. You know, when you walk in a house, you don't just walk in the house, you address everybody. Hey, what's good? Y'all good to see you. How you doing? It's Monday. How was your weekend? That's what I really want to know. That's what I really want to know. How was your weekend? How was your Monday? Most of you have had crazy weather. If it's 70 degrees where you are, get out my live. Nah, I'm playing. Get out my live. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm salty. It kind of upsets me. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to this chat real quick. See who's in the building. You know what I'm saying? We already know we got Tawana in the building. Raph, what's going on with you? Good to see you, my friend, my guy. James, what's going on, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here. Everybody. I'm seeing some names that I don't normally see, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Simone, what's popping with you? Good to see you. Hope you had an amazing day. Kev, my guy. What's going on with you? Forever want to absolute. Let's go. Scent Boss in the building. Joel in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Texas in it. We got Wendell in the building. We got everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Drake. You got that DJ voice perfected. Bro, here's the crazy part about it. Now, shout out, you know, I got an actual DJ over here on IG. People always say that. That is not something that I'm trying to do. That's how I talk, y'all. That is honestly how I talk. It is honestly a perfect marriage between my mom and my dad. You combine that with church, you combine that with band, you combine that with singing, you combine that with public speaking, all these different types of things, and this is what you get. You know, so like I might show up to a meeting at work like this and people feel like they on a radio broadcast. But that is one of my bucket list in life. Some of you guys know that, you know what I'm saying? Because people ask me all the time, it was like, yo, you working radio? I'm like, nah, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You know, so that is definitely that. There are two things that I want to do that I'm going to do. It's either about partnership or it's about ownership. I gotta be on camera at some point with Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to my guys. Some of you follow Low Lights on who used to stream a lot on Playback and is now on Twitch or whatever. Like, I like Low's content. I think we're in a space now where you're gonna see a lot of YouTubers, content creators, commentators come more to the forefront and get opportunities that you typically wouldn't have gotten before, you know, because you may not have had a journalism degree, communications degree, this, that, and the third. Some people out here got good sense. And I'm one of those people. I feel like I got good sense and I can just talk with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? So somebody tell Stephen A, holla at your boy. Tell Unc, tell Ocho, you know what I'm saying? Holla at anybody, or I can just create my own. You know what I'm saying? We can create our own. We know how to get the production popping, you know what I'm saying? We can make that happen. And then on the radio side of things, you know, like I got a couple of, you know, some cheap DJ controllers or whatever. We got Serato. When it come to tech, we know how to make it all happen. In the pandemic, you know, shout out to radio.co, you know, the European joint. Like we understand BTT, but you know what I'm saying? Broadcaster, how to do all of that. And we understand how to do all of that. It's just a matter of the time. You know what I'm saying? We get the time. So that's why I need y'all to hit that like button, because when you hit that like button, that tells a friend to tell 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 a friend. That Fat Boy Finesse is live again. And the more people you tell, the more people YouTube tell, the more they share, the more the algorithm gets popping. And it's like, yo, every Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, this is the place to be. Hey, 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 this is the place to be. Hey, hey, hey. All right, let me chill out. If you didn't know, man, we have way too much fun over here, yo. We have way too much fun. So let me get back to the chat, you know what I'm saying, and see what's popping. Be like, we got everybody in here tonight. I got everybody. Hello, Moto. That Moto. I had to bring it back. Now, my mama said I was acting up too much, so I'm gonna behave. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, shout out to Chris. We're gonna go through that tonight. Yeah, I seen it. Lachey in the building. Hey, I gave Lachey a hard time, you know what I'm saying, last week, but it's all love. Y'all know that blackened catfish. You know what I'm saying? That blackened catfish, you know what I'm saying? For sure. Hey, DJ, say less, bro. Say less, bro. For real. Say less, man. I think that is the beautiful thing about fragrance, bro. That is the beautiful thing. That's one of the reasons I love this space. I love this community. It's giving me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to just be me. And this is me. This ain't a front. This is what you get 24/7. Big Drip says, I can definitely see you doing radio for sure. Yeah, bro. Like, real talk. Like, real talk, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, just put me in the booth. And my booth can be right here. Put me in the booth. What you want to do? What you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like Ricky Smiley, get at me. Steve Harvey, get at me. For my North Carolina people in the Trey Fold, 2 Live crew, get at me. You know what I'm saying? It used to be Tom Joyner. It used to be Russ Parr. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A, get at me. Nightcap, get at me. Who won it? Breakfast Club, get at whoever. Or like I say, we just do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Eddie, where you get that? All right. I got this, and y'all seen the other shirt I had on where you can see my neck. You know what I'm saying? You can see my neck. You can see my shoulders. Walmart, bro. I keep trying to tell y'all. Some of y'all want to spend a lot of money. You ain't got to spend a lot of money, fam. You ain't got to spend a lot of money. I work in IT. I ain't got time to be out here in Louis and Gucci and Balenciaga and all this kind of stuff. YSL, trying to be something I'm not. I don't really like their clothes like that anyway. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't because I can't afford it, because I can't. Like, honest to God, I can't afford that. For what? Like, because what I'm gonna do with it? What I'm gonna do with it? I told y'all, most of the time I spend my money on shoes. I'm a big guy, built from the top. We built from the bottom up. But clothes, like, bro, like business casual, professional. We spend money on suits, you know, dress clothes, different things like that. That's my MO. But this came from, bro, this shirt was not even $20. I want to say 18. I think both, one of them was 16, one of them was $18. And this is navy, and the other one was a cream and a navy. So this one, like more of a white, but it's almost like the same color. Nah, this is lighter. But the other one was more of a cream with the navy stripes. But yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like Walmart, y'all keep sleeping. Y'all keep sleeping. Walmart. See, it's a lot of people that be shopping at Walmart right now because it's trendy. We've been on them everyday low prices, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, you gonna find me at Walmart. You gonna find me at Kohl's. We done lost weight, so you can go find me at Target. That's one thing about Target. And if y'all say anything about this protest, I'm gonna slap you out my chat because I don't want to hear it. Cause they had a cardigan that I seen the other day. It was $40. I was like, hey, you know, I might pay $30 for it, but $40, But definitely Walmart, Burlington, Kohl's, I'm gonna look better than 99% of y'all anyway on any given day. And I'm gonna spend 10 times less money than y'all gonna spend. I'm just being 100% honest with you. You ain't got to like it. That's telling the truth. That's just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And then my secret, I've always been a polo guy. Like I love polo. Like I absolutely love polo. Well, one of the best places to used to get polo was Marshall's. Marshall's used to be like low key, and it still kind of is. But real talk, especially for all of my people that are local in the RDU Raleigh area, Wake County, Durham County, Orange County, go to Belk at Crabtree. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Especially right now, it's clearance time. They're getting rid of all of the winter and bringing in all of the spring. Go to Belk at Crabtree. Belk at Crabtree is one of the few Belks I've ever seen where they literally have almost an entire building, an entire wing dedicated to men. Like, no lie. Like it is it looked like it is humongous. Where that whole floor, that whole building, that whole floor upstairs is dedicated to men. And it is a massive selection. Now, for my big and tall fellas, walk straight to the back there where the shoes are. The polo section is over there off to the right. Fragrance selection is whack at that belt. I don't know what's going on with that. Most belts don't have the best fragrance selection, but that yeah, they struggling. But walk straight back by where the shoes are, off to the right, polo. Go crazy. Or you can go to the polo outlet. But you're going to get even better prices at Belk. Because what I found a lot of times is stuff be marked wrong. Bro, you'd be surprised the stuff I done came across because it didn't have the correct price. It didn't have the correct price. You know what I'm saying? So we got 57 people watching, man. We should have at least 35 likes. I don't even try to match up. We should just have at least 35 likes. But let me holler at the chat real quick. Like I said, I got people over here watching. You know what I'm saying on IG? Yeah, bro, just paying for the name, paying for the name. Yeah, hit the outlets is crazy. But I'm telling y'all, even more than the outlets, bro. I don't know about your belt. Look, as black people love to say belks, or if you country, Belk Tylers. You know, we put an S on the end of everything, Belks. But Belk, what y'all know about Belk Tylers though? What y'all know about Belk? What do y'all know about Belk Tylers? Come on, man. But no, I promise you, Belk is the plug. Kohl's is the plug, especially when they got a sale going on. Burlington is always, bro, like, especially like jeans, like for my bigger guys or whatever. Yeah, you can go crazy. Keep trying to tell people, man. Keep trying to tell people. All right. I know you came for fragrance, but you can get a little bit of fashion advice. We do everything over here. We do everything over here. Let me holler at the chat real quick. Scent of the day, loose LD whiskey, jet black mahogany, absolute can't miss, bro. So I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about that. Y'all gonna see it tomorrow. I recorded a short earlier. Ocean Noir. You can't go wrong, fam. Look, as Jason loves to say, Jordan from the free throw line. Hey, it might be mid, you know what I'm saying? But mid pays the bills. Mid pays the bills, baby. You know what I'm saying? Mid pays the bills. Bro, like Michael Malul is so underrated. I want people, I'm getting ahead of myself. But I want people, like some of us are frag heads and we just have a very diversified palette and we want to try everything. Some of y'all are really just getting into the space. I want y'all to chill out and find a house that suits you. Like find whether they're clone fragrances, whether they're designer fragrances, whether they're niche fragrances. Find a house and kind of grow with that house and see all that they have to offer. You'll be surprised how that'll kind of push you into other options, fam. But Michael Malul is one of the most underrated. Call it mid, call it whatever you want to. It just works. The pendulum doesn't swing too far. That's why people call it mid. It is a very neutral line that when you're talking about entry level, I know a lot of times we love to talk about Mansera is the best entry level niche house. I know a lot of times we, as of late, we started talking about Goldfield and Banks is a great entry level niche house. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nichene is a good entry level niche house. But as far as the offerings that they have, Michael Malul. Now, one of the things I will say that bothers me about Michael Malul is the overlap. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 10 Michael Malul fragrances. And 4 or 5 of them is kind of like, y'all change like 1 or 2 notes. All right, I'm gonna need y'all to do better. Now that's the only thing. Because all of these versions of Absolute Jack, we don't need all these versions. Pick one and stick to it. But because like the collaboration they did with Marley fragrances, like a lot of like the Marley fragrances, especially Lights Down Low, is either Lights Down Low or Simmer Down, really kind of takes after that Citizen Jack DNA. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing. Yeah, see? They got some overlap with their fragrances. So it's almost like instead of them discontinuing something, they will put out another fragrance as if it's brand new to be like, okay, we're gonna fix what we believe to be wrong with this one. That's the only, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the fact, but kind of discontinue. I'd rather you kind of discontinue a couple of things. See? Yeah, fire, super fire. I don't know why people be hating on Brian, bro. I don't know why people be hating on Brian. Corey, now that's so Sangria and Saffron, definitely a play on 540. Sangria and Embers could be a play on it. One of the white bottles could be a play on it. Arga and Myth could be a play. It's like different variations. So yeah, that is the only thing where you have to Mo's point, if you get the scent library, you get the discovery set, you go through it and find out what's actually good and what you actually like. Or you can easily just go in any other like Perfume Mania or anything like that, or go in the store and smell and really get a smell. Really get a smell. You know what I'm saying? Really get a smell. Really get a smell. All right. I'm getting ready to run. You know what I'm saying? My disclaimer. Oh, hold on. My fault. Let me correct myself. My fault. Jordan from the elbow. There we go. Jordan from the elbow. Either way, Jordan was known for his midi game. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest thing. Even when Kawhi came into the league, there was a bit of a reference to there was a nod to Jordan's game in the way they played, especially the size of their hands. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but mid pays the bills. Like Shea, Gilchrist, Alexander, like bring the midi back. Let's bring the midi back anyway. I'm so sick of y'all shooting 3-pointers. Hold on, we'll get into that later. Let me run the disclaimer. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? The views and the opinions expressed in this program are those of my own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities I represent or collaborate with. I love fragrance. There will be no clone slander, designer slander, or niche slander. Like what you like, love what you love. Most importantly, don't take my word for it. Get your own nose on. They gonna trip when they hear this. This guy. Nah, it ain't Jada. It's Fat Boy, but you can call me Walt. Walt J. Hey, let's cut up for a little bit. Here we go. That boy crazy. Call me Mr. Elixir. My nose is something sinister. I'm stone cold like a tombstone. I'm a finisher. Finisher. A fragrance that a finisher. Preaching about these oils like they holy. I'm a minister. Trying to set the record straight. Curve is the real king. Still got love for grease. Savage made them girls free. Can't forget that 1 million got me feeling real lucky. Call me Fat Boy, but don't test me. It can get ugly. I'm trying to find a new cologne. I don't really know where to go. That boy out here singing, boy. Crazy work. Hey, get him again, Fat Boy. I'm a real fragrance reviewer from niche to designers. You can never clone Fat Boy. I know that's right. I'm rocking with Asrar and my homegirls, the oil lady. Paris, Milan, no Lattafa than my other ladies. Renaissance man, though I never been to Harlem. Love a New York night like a crook, love a bond man. Belling out the game, but don't call me a savior. Casting out these phonies, call me a demon slayer. In the words of my brother Dedra Hicks, positive vibe. Positive vibes only. You know what? That felt so good. That felt so good. They gonna trick when let's run it back. This guy. Nah, it ain't let's Jada. Run it back. It's Fat Boy, but you can call me Walt. Hey, let's cut up for a little bit. Let's go. Here we go. That boy crazy. Call me Mr. Elixir. My nose is something sinister. I'm stone cold like a tombstone. I'm a finisher. A fragrance that a finisher. Preaching about these oils like they holy. I'm a minister. Trying to set the record straight. Curve is the real king. Still got love for grease. Savage made them girls free. Can't forget that 1 million got me feeling real lucky. Call me Fat Boy, but don't test me again. Get ugly. I'm trying to find a new cologne. Let go. I don't really know where to go. That boy out here singing, boy. Crazy work. Hey, get him again, Fat Boy. I'm a real fragrance reviewer from niche to designer. You can never clone Fat Boy. I know that's right. Rocking with Asrar and my homegirls, the oil lady. Paris, Milan, no Lattafa. Then my other ladies. Renaissance man, but I never been to Harlem. Love a New York night like a crook, love a bond man. Belling out the game, but don't call me a savior. Casting out these phonies, call me a demon slayer. Hey man, words of my brother Dedra Hicks, positive vibes only. It just feel good, yo. Hey bro, I can't even lie to you, bro. I love that joint. I love that joint, bro. On everything. Yo, real talk, that is one of the craziest things. I don't think y'all understand how random I can't. So, all right. So, you know what? Let's just throw out the plan for the night. Let's just throw out the plan for the night. Bruh. Let's just throw out the plan for the night. No, we still gonna talk, but let's just throw out the plan. I'm always like, shout out to my shout out to my wife at the time. And so she'll tell you, anybody that was around me will tell you, Walt had this whack dream of being a rapper, right? But not really, never. Like when I was in school, especially because the way my ears were shaped in my head at the time, they used to call me Jadakiss. Like I would literally walk around all day doing that laugh. They called me Jadakiss or they called me Steel from Juice. One of my homeboys called me Steel. So those were the two nicknames that I had going through high school. And so Suits and Sense, what's going on, man? I see you over there on IG. Those of you who are watching on IG, if you want the full experience, you can come over on YouTube. Y'all already know what it is, Fat Boy Finesse. But so I would always be in the shower, walking around the house, this, that, and the third, you know, just, you know, these crazy lame raps or whatever. So I'm on the way to Winston one day. I'm on the way to Winston, you know, shout out to the oil lady. If you don't know, Winston-Salem oil lady. When I be talking about oils, this, that, and the third, Winston-Salem oil lady, the WS oil lady. If you want to know, look in the description in my live. You can get to all of the links there in my live under my channel partners. I'm on the way to Winston. And so I'm on the way back and I'm thinking about the video I'm going to record. So I'm sampling music, going through the song selection, this, that, and the third. And this track pops up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah. Call me Mr. Elixir, Mr. Elixir, Mr. Elixir, Mr. Elixir. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, you know, so what came next was the hook. The verse, I was just, you know, I was like, okay, I got that in my head. I'm trying to find a new cologne. I don't really know where to go. I'm trying to find a new cologne. I don't really know where to go. So that's what I'm like, this is about an hour 15, hour 25 minute ride, right? I get back to the house immediately. I'm like, I'm in this junk. So I'm gonna tell you, so here's the crazy process. I finished writing out the rest of the song first. I write that out completely. Then I'm like, okay, it's not enough for me to just write this and record it. Like I need a video, I need visuals to go along with this junk, all right? So then we do the visuals or whatever. And it's like I do a whole take with just looking straight at the camera, this, that, and the third. Then I do another take trying to pull in, you know, props and visuals. And then I do another take to kind of clean up the parts that I missed, because I'm doing this all within like 3 or 4 hours, you know, so I'm trying to remember what I said, look in the camera, boom, 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 boom. Then coming back, do the ad libs, all that kind of stuff. It was just, it was a crazy time to be alive, you know what I'm saying? And so that was fun. That was fun. And that's the thing about FragCom, that it's like, yo, FragCom just, bro, FragCom has the potential to be the dopest place on the internet. And I'm just determined to make it that. So let me get it. Hey bro, I wish I could. Appreciate that follow, SVT. I appreciate that follow. I wish I could. Kicks, what's popping with you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so real talk, like I'm looking like I've fiddled around. Like Fat Boy Friday actually has an alternate version. Like Fat Boy Friday has an alternate version. Like I made an alternate version last year. I never released it. You know, we got to do something different because it's a new year, but it like that right there, that will never get old. That will never get old, never get old. So let me talk about my sin of the day. And then I want to get back to this Michael Malul thing. My sin of the day is, I'm like, yo, where is it? So my sin of the day is a beautiful, warm, spicy fragrance. It is, y'all can see it on the screen. It's 28 degrees where I am. Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It is 28 degrees where I am. Now, compared to some of you guys in the rest of the country, that's not necessarily cold. But I needed something warm. I needed some spice. I needed a little bit of cardamom, a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of vanilla. You know what I'm saying? And so I decided to go with one of my faves. I love when I sample something and then I get a full bottle. I'm not the blind buy king. I love, now sometimes I will blind buy based on some of you guys' word, but typically I love when I sample something and then I actually get a bottle of it. And we're gonna talk about from the house of DayThreeFragrances. This is Filosofia. All right, I'm actually take the lower third down so you can see that. This is Filosofia. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance for this time of the year. What I really get on my skin, you guys know I'm a huge fan of cardamom and what cardamom does. Cardamom is one of, to me, especially this time with fall and winter, is one of those utility knives as it relates to notes, because it gives you texture sometimes without flavor. All right, like there's a difference between, like, some of y'all like hot wings or you like super hot stuff. Sometimes you can't enjoy the food because it's too spicy. I don't mind it being hot, but I don't want it to be so hot that I can't enjoy the taste. I'm not getting any flavor, I'm just getting heat. That's what cardamom kind of does. And that's one of the things, like most of my favorite fragrances, there's some cardamom in there somewhere. So I really love what it does, where it gives you that spice, but it's not so spicy that all I'm getting is heat and I don't enjoy the flavor. This one, it combines it with more of that black pepper though. So you get a little, you might cough. If you spray this too much, you're gonna cough. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dense like that. And then you get the tobacco that kind of hangs out in the background. To me, it is more of a dry type of tobacco. It is not a sweet tobacco. It is more of a dry tobacco, but your sweetness comes in from that vanilla, and then the kicker, chocolate. On the skin, bro, it's that time of the year, man. I don't know if you saw my video today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about that in a second. It's all about the chocolate. It's all about chocolate right now. So all of my chocolate lovers, but chocolate doesn't have to be feminine. Like, chocolate can be sexy and it can be masculine at the same time. And this is one of those fragrances where they pull that off masterfully. And I absolutely love it. Filosofia from Day 3. Beautiful niche. Beautiful niche, beautiful niche. Like I said, and the way it dries down to that vanilla and that chocolate, you can't beat it, fam. You cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. And so that was my scent of the day. Also, you may have seen this video. Speaking of chocolate, for those of you who may not have watched my channel yet or whatever, let me actually grab this, because I want you guys to go grab this if you get a chance. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Don't watch it now, but I did post this video today. And we back, we ramping it up, fam. You know, I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but we back. I can prioritize me. I can focus on me. Can you focus on me? Yes, I can focus on Fat Boy. So you're gonna see the content really, really ramp up, especially as we get like warmer weather. We're looking forward to it. Warmer weather, we're looking forward to it. But Anarchy, shout out to my guy Luis. We talked about this back in October when this was pre-released before it came out. No pain, no gain. Anytime you see a black bottle, those of you who are new in the fragrance, anytime you see a black bottle, that's not what I want. Anytime you see a black bottle, I need you to know it's trouble, 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 trouble. All right, so if any of you are interested in this, take a look at that. Basically, this is what you get. You get that. Lachey, don't start. Lachey, don't start. Don't start. You still ain't hit my link. You gonna come up tonight, or you gonna be scared? If you like Stronger With You Parfum, take the base of that, take the essence of that fragrance, and add chocolate to it. Bruh, yeah, make it a little bit, it makes it a little bit, the oud, it's funny we're talking about Day 3 because the oud kind of comes off like Midnight Raspberry, where it's not like you get this realistic oud. Like the oud in Midnight Raspberry is supposed to be Vietnamese oud, so it comes off like chocolate. I don't know if it's Vietnamese oud in this or whatever, but the oud is not animalic. So if you're looking for oud for it to stick out, you're not gonna get that. but you do get the darkness that comes from it and is well blended with that chocolate. I don't know what kind of hoodoo, voodoo, Harry Potter that Luis and them is doing over there at LRLux, but bro, they don't miss. They don't miss. The King of Kings line and the Anarchy line is on the more pricier side as you're, you know, as far as you're looking for interpretations. But bro, they don't, when it comes to y'all know my 4 Ps. When it comes to presentation, when it comes to profile, when it comes to performance, when it comes to price, when it comes to quality, they don't miss. Like when I say they don't miss, fam, they do not miss. So with Valentine's Day right around the corner, bro, like get this, you're gonna enjoy this, but get this for her. I told y'all, we don't really do the whole panty dropper thing over here. But if we did, it's an all black bottle. It's matte black. We ain't playing no games. Fire, fire. All right, let me look at the chat real quick because you know this live can go left real quick, and I want to stay here. Garland says, since Bloomingdale's might be shorting my order for Stronger With You Parfum for a steal. Yeah. I don't know what I said, bro. I don't know what I said. Eddie says, Alin and Filosofia ain't it for me, to be honest. I don't like the vanilla in Alin and the cardamom in Filosofia. Gotcha. So Eddie, and I think the reason is because, you know, Lamella Parfum is like, you know, one of my favorite. We go back and forth with that with 1 Million Lucky as far as my favorite fragrance of all time. The cardamom combined with the iris is to me what makes Lamella Parfum what it is. That's what sets that apart. This right here, now a lot of people say it's overhyped. I don't care what they say. Your opinion is your opinion. But on my skin, this is one of the best smelling fragrances on my skin. This right here is undefeated. I keep black, bro. I keep telling y'all, black bottles. When you see a bottle that's in black, see, I'm gonna hit my mic. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. But on my skin, crazy. Forbidden Temptation. No, not yet, bro. Not yet. Sherrard, of course, ain't nothing wrong with it. But yeah, as far as hey pal, do they make a clone of the new Aqua di Gio Parfum that's really good? Victor, go to Ashton's page. When you get a chance, go to Gent Scents. Arabiyat Prestige has, hold on, let me see if I can find it for you real quick. I love y'all, keep the Q&A going, man. Y'all keep the Q&A going. Arabiyat Prestige has a fragrance that is a clone of, I think it's a clone of this, the Profondo. I think it's a clone of this. Let me see. Arabiyat Prestige. It's called Raees. All right, hold on. Let me show it to you real quick. Hey, I appreciate that subscribe, yo. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me show it. Let me get it for y'all. View. Yeah, I think it's Arabiyat Prestige. If that's the DNA that you're looking for, y'all gonna make me work tonight, but anything for the people. You know what I'm saying? Anything for the people. All right, here's the link right here. So any of you that may be interested in that, there you go, right there. That is to Arabiyat Prestige's Men's Raees. It's crazy you asked that. Let me go over here and share. It's crazy you asked that because that just came up today. All right, so this is it right here. So $35. $35. And it's currently in stock. So here's another thing. Some of you that have issues with Joma Shop, let me help you. You see where it says wanted by Wednesday, January the 28th, as in the next 2 days? That means it's in stock. When you get fragrances that say ship in one to 2 weeks or ship in 5 weeks or whatever, so y'all be buying stuff and then people are like, they ain't shipping my fragrance. Bro, because they don't have it. They got to source it. They don't have it. They got to source it. They got to source it. They got to source it. All right? They got to source it. They got to source it. Some of y'all be tripping for no reason. When I say y'all be tripping, y'all be tripping. Hold on. Why I feel... Yeah, okay. Got me feeling real big, real pause. All right, let me look at the chat real quick. We got 83 people watching in here. You know what I'm saying? Say let's go, man. I appreciate that. Morrisville, I'm in the QC. So I was about to say not Morrisville, but Morrisville in the RDU. All right. So speaking of... So, I actually got invited to Cal's release party Wednesday. I got invited to 2 events. I got invited to the Afnan release. So they already did the Dubai release. Afnan is doing an event tomorrow for the new 9 p.m. night out tomorrow. There's a good chance I'm probably not gonna make that. But I did get invited to that. And then now it's crazy. Things is happening. Things are happening. Things are happening. And then I got invited to Cal's party. That was thank God for people you know, because the tickets on that junk was crazy. That is Wednesday night. Raph, bro, honestly, it's gonna be up in the air. Look, if I'm heading to the airport, I'll let you know. This like Cosmopro, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I really wasn't prepared for like it's a lot. There's a lot going on in my life right now. Like this first quarter of the year is jam packed, and then with the snow, the weather, different things, like that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I don't have it yet. I have it on the way. But the only thing about Naughty Date, shout out to Neeb, respectful to him. But from what I hear, I could be wrong, but from what I hear, it is sticky dates from Lush. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. I haven't watched a review yet, but from just talking to people, it is basically sticky dates from Lush. Yeah. 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 So as far as Cal's cologne, look, the word pun intended. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that Maison Asrar right now. Remember I told y'all last year Arabiyat Prestige was really coming on? Maison Asrar right now is on some other stuff, bro. And the fact that they're doing this collab with Cal says a lot. Says a lot. You know, when you're one of the most famous, one of the most popular fragrance influencers, you know, when you start doing, you know, collaborations like that, yeah. And they putting a lot of money behind that thing. They putting a lot of money behind that thing. So yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't know. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, let me pull it up. Cal. It's called Thriller. And it's supposed to be based on YSL 6. Hold on. Maison Asrar Thriller. Yep, let me grab this for y'all. Maison Asrar Thriller. So it's supposed to be based on that. If any of you are interested in ordering, here is the link for that. It's actually not priced too bad. Like, it's actually not priced too bad at all. I'm kind of surprised. But I'm gonna show it to you. That's the link if you're interested. But yeah. This is the fragrance. So $45. But you see, ships in 1 to 2 weeks. Ships in 1 to 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing where it's like, you're not gonna get it for another couple weeks. Now, hopefully I can skate to Miami and skate back so I can get my nose on it. I don't know if they're giving out bottles or whatever, but this is a video so you can see what the actual bottle looks like. So that's the presentation that you're going to be working with right there. Yeah, but supposed to be based on YSL 6. Yep, Miami. Yeah, so that's the big thing with that. And speaking of which, man, I mean, there are a lot of new fragrances coming out. A lot of new fragrances coming out. A lot of new fragrances coming out. So I was scared to pull the trigger on Cal. Yeah, bro. So his version of How Fetty was cool, but I'll be honest. And maybe the streets was talking to him. I don't know. Because my issue, I don't have an issue with Cal. My issue with Cal was the fact that you did the How Fetty version with Rayhaan, but you never talked about it. Like after the fragrance release, like I've never, yo, what's going on? I'm gonna call you DDB, bro, because I can. I'm like, you never talked about it. I just, me personally, I'm like, yo, I don't know how much creative control he had over it, if in the end he maybe didn't like it or whatever. But this one, it seems like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can sell that, Cal, if you don't like it. I think demand will be high. Yeah. 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 Key Steel, what's going on with you, man? I'm trying to see what that Hawas London smells like. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be some type of ex nihilo. I don't know what DNA. Yeah. I don't know what DNA. And for those of you who don't know what sixth place, hey, appreciate that, appreciate that, Simone. I appreciate that. But for those of you who don't know what sixth place smells like, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Take Fragrantica with a grain of salt, because I didn't know either. They said it was similar to Lovers from YSL. I don't know how true that is. But let's take a look here. So this is what Cal's fragrance is supposed to be based on. All right, so we're talking amber, leather, warm, spicy, vanilla, aromatic, lavender, sweet, animalic. So tonka bean, labdanum, leather, saffron, lavender. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. This is the one that is supposed to be based on, right? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one. So amber, leather, warm, spicy, vanilla, and aromatic. But like I said, off the strength. Now to me, Lovers doesn't give me that profile. So I don't even know how people are putting that in. I don't know. Because there's no sandalwood in this fragrance. So I don't know. I don't know if I really believe that. I don't know if I really believe that. Yeah. But yo, have I tried Forbidden Fruit? Yes, I have. Ooh. Speaking of aromatics. So Forbidden Fruit, if this is the one you're referring to, hold on, let me go back to my regular view. Forbidden Fruit, this honestly, out of the collection he just came out with, this is the best one. This is the best one. This is the sexiest one. Yeah. Forbidden Fruit. Yeah. This is the one. For those of you who have not smelled Forbidden Fruit, let me get that pulled up for you. We working today, buddy. We working today, buddy. But that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, y'all got questions. I got answers. And if you don't know, now you know. Aromatics. I just ordered a fragrance from his website the other day too. It's finally pulled the trigger on that. All right, so Forbidden Fruit. And again, I tell y'all, it's Fragrantica. Take it with a grain of salt. So Forbidden Fruit, you're gonna get citrus, fruity, amber, powdery, sweet, woody, vanilla, warm, spicy, all of that jazz. So what you really get, you get this beautiful combination of peach and that blood orange and that apple on my skin. It is a beautiful fragrance. To me, this is the best one. So out of the 4 that he just released, well, before, because you know, Naughty Dates is coming out, and then Frostbite, I believe, is soon to release too. So you have Forbidden Fruit. Let me go back here. I don't know why this is not working. So you have Forbidden Fruit. All right. That's Forbidden Fruit right there. And then you have my second favorite, which is Tease Me. All right, Tease Me. And these are gonna get some burn. It's gotta be like 50 degrees at least to wear these, and they ain't seen 50 degrees in a while. All right, so we're gonna put some dents in them. We just ain't gonna put no dents in them right now. And then to me, the easiest dumb reach out of all of them, Magnetic. You kind of get an amalgamation of like this Gucci Guilty Elixir DNA, Reflection Man 45D, you know what I'm saying? That DNA, a little bit of YSL myself in there somewhere. This is crazy, just dumb reach though. This is easy, one of the best, easily right now, this could make your top 10. So you got this, between this, La-Di-Da, and this over there somewhere. This La-Di-Da and Arabiyat Prestige, the one that looks like the Black Panther logo, could go, and Dumont Nitro Elixir, easy one of them could be everyday wear. And then this Sun Kiss, this is nice too. This is nice too. It's a lot more green than people give it credit for though. You would think so because of the bottle, but when this came out, a lot of people weren't really talking about the greenness in it. Yeah, but this is nice. Like, this is nice. From a perfumery standpoint, if you're looking for perfumery, these are the two. These are the two. If you're looking for mass appeal and easy to wear, these are the two right here. All right, these are the two right here. All right. So those are the two right there. All right. Speaking of relatively new fragrances as well, and then I'm gonna get back to the chat. Hey, we got 96 people watching. Can we get to 80 likes? That's all I ask for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm giving y'all great content, and I know y'all really dialed in right now. You know what I'm saying? But can we get to 80 likes? But speaking of new fragrances that we reviewed recently, now let me take the lower third down for this because I need the whole screen. I know we don't need another Aventus clone. I know we don't need another Absolute Aventus interpretation, this, that, and the third. But some of you saw my review on this one and it is justified. This is good. You are going to hear me talk about this one a lot. Shout out to my guy Stan. I did see your comment on my video where you asked, how does this compare to Pre-Show? Pre-Show is smoky. Pre-Show is super smoky. So to me, the better comparison to this is Supremacy Collector's Edition. And this is smacking Afnan in all kind of ways. That was hard for me to say. That was hard for me to be honest about. But on everything, this is smacking Supremacy Collector's Edition in every way possible. Every way possible. Every way possible. They did their thing with this. And so I hate the fact that there are 20 different versions out there, but the small positive side is you kind of get to judge. You kind of get to sit back and really critique and see how brands approach fragrances. You all don't go out here and buy 10, 20 different versions of a cologne. But for those of us who are in that space, and I'm not doing that this year, so y'all go follow Need for that. But Aventus just happens to be one of those things we already have a bunch of renditions of, kind of like BR540, kind of like Angel Share, Bleu de Chanel. What's the other one? What's the other one? What's the other one? I said BR540, I said Aventus, I said Angel Share. Imagination. It becomes telling on the quality of the approach, okay? It becomes very telling. You can add Blue Talisman to that list now. It is very interesting to see their approach. Who's doing a spinoff? Who's doing a one-on-one, a one-to-one? Who's doing an interpretation? Who's doing an amalgamation? Who has more treble? Who has more bass? You know, so that's what I do love about that. So if you haven't had a chance, go check out that video. Stellar. Like for a clone, stellar. A fragrance that Jumbo Shop sent out to me. Shout out to my guy. And I kind of overlooked because I didn't realize what it was because the bottle is crazy cheap. It just comes off cheap, and it is a fingerprint magnet. This is also from Maison Asrar, who, if you like Gulf Orchid, so if you see Gulf Orchid, a lot of you know about Mango Ice. So a lot of you were introduced to Gulf Orchid via this fragrance right here. Mango Ice, all right, which is, you know, one of those interpretations out there of God of Fire. Gulf Orchid, same parent brand of Maison Asrar. They have this fragrance called Throne Eclipse. Looks like something out of Game of Thrones. Throne Eclipse. This is the actual sprayer, like you press the button. This is interesting because, and if you're interested in this, I'm gonna post the link because I think some of y'all are gonna want to smell this. I think some of y'all are gonna want to smell this because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be crazy when I tell you the hybrid that they did. I think, now I'm not telling y'all go spend all your money, you know what I'm saying? But tell your girl spend some money on you. Valentine's Day, you gonna spend all the money on her. Tell her spend a couple dollars on you. It ain't gonna hurt her. It ain't gonna hurt her. It ain't gonna hurt her. I would have never thought to put these two fragrances together. I would have never thought to put these two fragrances together. All right. I would have never thought. So if you're interested, and this right here, Throne Eclipse, this is a hybrid of, you're gonna see a review on this soon. This is a hybrid of Blonde Amber and Altair. Now I want you to think about that. That's what this is a hybrid of. So I will tell you how it comes off of my skin. You get the dried fruit opening of Blonde Amber, but with the spice from the cinnamon. And then as it starts to dry down, then all that Altair DNA starts to take over, but it doesn't have that creamy vanilla, that ice cream vanilla note. It doesn't have that accord. All right, that starts to take over. And then those dried fruits and that amber from Blonde Amber just really kind of sit there and hover. And that's what you get. It is the weirdest, but at the same time, strangest. Like, it is strangely nice. Like, if Stranger Things was a fragrance, this would be it. If Stranger Things was a fragrance, this would be it. Now, of course, all of y'all, of course, this is the one. My fat behind about to fall out this chair. So these are the two, of course, that really everybody was into last year with Blonde Amber. You got Amber Empire. This was the one we waited like 20 months to get. All right. And then you have this one from Maison Asrar, which is for Farid Al Arab. So this is the thing I don't understand. And maybe they're just doing it for giggles. Maison Asrar came out with this. This is their interpretation of Blonde Amber. But then they say, okay, well, that ain't good enough for us. We're going to come out with another version, but we're going to basically do a hybrid with, you know, Alta Air. Some of you know it as Liquid Broom. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah. Now, Irvin, that's just you. That's just you. That's just you. Key Steel, I did see somebody talk about that recently. Gems, I know you won't gonna like that. I already know you were not gonna be feeling that at all. So let me get at the chat. Yeah, this definitely looks like a phone. This right here looks like a phone. This right here looks like a phone. That right there looks like a doggone phone. It looks like a phone. It looks like a phone. Yeah, so Raft, yeah, Imagination, Urban Pure, Blue Talisman, JP Elixir, BR5. Yeah, like, and the thing is with the end, it's like, I get it because I'm gonna talk about one in a second. I get the business side of it because there are still like, so there are millions of, like, if you look at the amount of people that wear fragrances, it's really only like, it's less than 10% of people. So what these companies are figuring is like, yo, we're going to keep making these DNAs because there's a 70, 80, 90% population out here we're trying to reach. So remember what I tell y'all, as Jason's handle says, Fragcom is a business. Only Fragcom cares. So keep that in mind. If you are a reviewer, it's a gold mine. Now you might get bored, but hey, just it's evergreen content. Keep putting it out. Keep putting it out. Another fragrance, another DNA that I'm tired of seeing hit the street since we're talking about clones. Perfume Box sent this out. I think Neeb, I saw in one of his videos, he flashed this and I immediately recognized it because it's one of the most beautiful bottles that I've ever seen. So shout out to Ahmed Alagabri. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Super underrated Middle Eastern house that does amazing things, crazy oil content. But you may have already seen this bottle. Fam, look at that bottle. You remember the scene out of Brown Sugar? When Dre and I don't forgot Sanaa name in the movie. I don't want to be your friend no more. I'm gonna just say Sanaa. When Dre and Sanaa, and that's one of my favorite movies. When they go to the they're looking for a piece for the mantle, and the lady is like, couples love that piece. A perfect balance between masculinity and femininity. And she's like, newlyweds? And she's like, this is that. This is that. This looks like a bottle of alcohol. Like, look at it. This looks like it could have been a Ciroc bottle. But you see the name, Chill Spectrum. What you think it is? I give you one guess. I give you one guess. I give you one guess. Now it's good. See, if you let Dame tell it, this is the best thing out there. That Afnan Rare Reef. This is strong. It is the strongest one out there. But if you want a fragrance you can almost drink, this joint is smooth. That joint smooth. I ain't even gonna hold you, fam. That joint is smooth. Like when I say smooth, it is smooth, my guy. It is smooth, like super, super, super smooth. So if you are interested in that, Go check out my haul video. I'm gonna post the link right here, but go check out my haul video. You can see everything that I got in there. Bro, it is, I can't even front to you. Like, it's nice. And I'm not just saying it because I reviewed it and because I talked about it. But bruh. Yo, Vic, that's crazy. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Jims, you heard that? I need to talk to you, bro. Yeah, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Now, yeah, there's not really a lot of, I haven't heard that, Joel, but when I did smell it, I was like, there wasn't a lot of apricot. I didn't really get any apricot. I don't know if that's what you're referring, and it's greener. It is a little bit greener than Pacific Chill, but it's smooth. It is a very smooth fragrance, but I really didn't get a lot of apricot. Really didn't get a lot of apricot. Let me look at the chat real quick. Memento Arabians talk. Rayhaan Obsidian, Marion. Dame talking about, I'm gonna determine if it's better than Rare Reef. Bro, Rare Reef is strong as all get out. Yo, shout out to 107 people in the chat tonight. So since we got 107 people, you know what I'm gonna do? I need y'all to get, hey, go on hit that 100, bro. Go on hit that. As a matter of fact, go on hit that 100. Go on hit that 100. Let's do this real quick. They gonna trick when they hear this. This guy. Nah, it ain't Jada. It's Fat Boy. Go on, hit that 100 for your boy. Hey, let's cut up. Come on, man. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, crazy. Call me Mr. Elixir. My nose is something sinister. I'm stone cold like a tombstone. I'm a finisher. Finisher. A fragrance that a finisher. Preaching about these oils like they holy. I'm a minister. Trying to set the record straight. Curve is the real king. Still got love for Grease. Savage make them girls scream. Forget that 1 million. Got me feeling real lucky. If y'all trying to find a new fragrance, I got several for you. I'm trying to find a new cologne. I got a new cologne. I don't really know where to go. You know where to go. You in the right place. Crazy work. I got a new cologne. I'm a real fragrance reviewer. From niche to designers. You can never clone Fat Boy. I know that's right. Rocking with the Czar. And my homegirls, the oil lady. Paris, Milano, Lattafa. Then my other ladies. Renaissance man. But I never been to Harlem. Love a New York night. Like a crook, love a bond man. Belling out the game. But don't call me a savior. Casting out these phonies, call me a demon slayer. In the words of my brother Dedra Hicks, positive vibes only. I appreciate y'all, man. We at 103. We gonna get to 100 by the time the night is over. Everybody posted their review of that bottle on the same day. Yeah, I believe you're talking about this one, Corey. And so that's what I love about where I am in this community. I love either being first or last. If I'm first, which is rare, but there have been some situations, but if I'm first, I ain't got to worry about what nobody else is saying. If I'm last, I get to be like, all right, let me see if y'all capping or not. That was the thing with this. I got a chance to see if everybody was capping or not. I get a chance to see if everybody was capping or not. Like, I love Neeb. I respect Neeb and what Neeb is doing. But a lot of y'all was kissing Neeb when these came out. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Like, y'all was, and I don't, like, there's a way to be respectful of your peers and be honest at the same time. And maybe that's why, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't get the phone calls or the emails or the DMs or whatever that I know I deserve or whatever. Maybe it's because I'm too much of a truth teller, because they're not bad fragrances. I just heard a lot of people saying a lot of things. I was like, bro, you can be honest. Like, you can be honest. Like, I don't, like, Neeb has never given me the indication that he's that type of person. Like, Neeb seems to be a very cool, mild-mannered dude. So I'm like, yo, just shoot straight. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If it's something missing, it's something missing. Prime example. Y'all remember when we were on the channel and I pulled out these fragrances that your boy sent to me. I pulled out one. All right. From my guy, Chris Lee, that's Ripple Effect. And then I pulled out number 2, Vanilla and Coffee. All right. Y'all remember that, right? For those of you who have been following me. And I sat on these for some time because I really wanted to get some wear in. That's why you don't see me do a lot of first impressions. Like the haul video I did the other day was the first impression video I've done in a while, in months. Because the first impression is only really good for content. It's good for content and good for initial sales. That's why people do them. That's why you don't see a lot of people reviewing fragrances. They're selling fragrances. They're not reviewing fragrances. I am one of the few people, and I can say this proudly, I am one of the few people left who reviews fragrances. Like, we talk about the fragrance, everything that comes with the fragrance. That's why I have given you guys the layout. We talk about the presentation. We talk about the profile. We talk about the performance. We talk about the price. We talk about the people who it's for. We talk about the personality that is best associated with the fragrance. I'm one of the few people who still reviews fragrances. What we see today is a lot of selling because it's easy to be like, yo, this joint right here, pressure. And there's a way to do that without coming off selly. Like, cause people know, not selly, but I'm like selling type. Like, people know when they're being sold to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know we got affiliate links. We all know you probably got a brand deal, this, that, and the third. Like, we all do it. I'm gonna talk about something in a second, but there's a way to do it for you to be authentic and be genuine. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. Even when you get PR, even when you're doing, like, I'm not getting paid. Like, if a fragrance is sent to me, like Perfume Box sent me this fragrance. I didn't get paid to review the fragrance. They don't pay me and tell me what to say. There's no, even though I have an affiliate account with Perfume Box, there is no guarantee I'm gonna get any money. And here's the truth be told, I don't make no money from Perfume Box. Trust me and believe. That affiliate is far few in between. And the reason being is because they're respectfully, the fragrance selection is far few in between. Like Perfume Box, they got Dumont's on lock. So any Dumont fragrance that you want, you go to Perfume Box. But when it comes to other things, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a beautiful bottle. And this is something I would like, I promise to you, this look like a Ciroc bottle. This looked like a drink and it's smooth like that. I don't even know if that was the intention. But yeah, we don't, you know, y'all be getting mad at us. I'd be like, bro, why you, I don't trust reviewers. I'm sorry. I don't know what we did. I don't know what we did. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So again, like, and somebody mentioned it. So Chris did, I did the video. I think it's been what, 3 months? 2 or 3 months, really trying to get it in with these fragrances or whatever to see what I liked and what I didn't like. And they were good. But what did I say? Because of the oil concentration, because it is so high, I smell oil. And that is the biggest downside. I smell the oil. And so I'm like, yo, you got to give it some time for that to settle. Once it settles, then you get the fragrance. So because of the fragrance, I said that was my biggest issue. Because of the concentration so high, it's like, yeah. And some people, because they don't do their due diligence, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to smelling these different things, they're going to be like, oh, it's not good, or no, it's not this, or oh, it's not that. You got to live with the fragrance. You got to live with the fragrance. So let me get in trouble. I'm gonna look at the chat in a second, but I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking. If I'm cooking, put a panda in the chat. If I'm cooking, put a panda in the chat. Matter of fact, don't put a panda, put pizza. Put a pizza emoji in the chat if I'm cooking, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I ain't had no pizza in a long time. Yeah, put pizza in the chat. So there's another hyped fragrance out there from the house of Rayhaan. Rayhaan is getting a lot of push right now. Cal is about to push Maison Asrar to the moon. And Rayhaan is determined to be like 2026 is going to be our year. Another fragrance I seen getting a lot of hype. Rayhaan Italia. All right, this one I purchased. I purchased this one because I wanted to see what the hype was, because it is supposed to be based on this fragrance right here from the house of Serjoff. It is supposed to be based on Naxos. My friends, it's not Naxos. It is an amalgamation on my skin. You get the honey from Naxos and you get the oud from this right here. This is Alexandria 2. That's what this fragrance smells like. If you took these two fragrances and put them together, then you would end up with this right here. That's what I get. I got this. I think I got this from Luis. I think I got this from LRLUX. Yeah. That's what I get. Smells good. And I was like, okay, you get the honey. You get that honey from that Naxos DNA, but I'm like, it's not really Naxos. There's something like this got some animalics to it. And I was like, bro, like this honestly kind of gives me feels of Alexandria too. Now, here's the thing, that oud that's in, hear what I'm saying. Let me qualify for what I'm getting ready to say. I'm not saying in terms of quality, because it is nowhere near the quality that you get from a Serjoff fragrance. I don't know if that was their intention though, if this is a spin, a hybrid, an interpretation, but that's honestly what I get to my nose. That's honestly what I get. So I'm not gonna say anybody was lying or anything like that. But because I'm in a fresh journey with Serjoff, and I've been smelling this, smelling the fragrances a lot, and there are certain things you can just pick up on like that, and I'm like, that is the honey from Naxos, but the oud accord from Alexandria 2. And then they combine the two together. So that's what you get with that. That's what you get with that. Because this is another fragrance I saw everybody and their mama talk about. So I was like, okay, let's sit back. Let's sit back. You know what I'm saying? And see what we got going on. So let me look at the chat real quick. Alexander 2 is great, but have you put your nose on Prodigy? You talking about Mind Games? Yeah. Yeah. JJ, what's good with you? So I have heard that Nusuk joint is fire. I have heard that Nusuk joint is fire. I was looking at the bottle the other day, but I was like, bro, I don't need another. I don't need another next. I don't need another one. I don't need another one. Now, if somebody was to send me something, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But I personally don't need another one. Yeah. I agree, Ref. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the dry, because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? They just reviewed it for, like, we're not gonna do that. I told y'all we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get on that tip. Angela Martin, it's been a minute. This guy said we on a diet. Bro, you can eat whatchamacallit? God, tomato gems if you had gluten-free, bro. Pizza is actually one of the more healthier things you can eat. As long as it's gluten-free, you don't eat a lot of it. Yeah. We got Pete. Oh, so we was cooking. Well, what can I say? Everyone is entitled to live in a dream. I like that, Ref. I like that. Does anyone know where I can find Check Please by Mind Games for a great price? One of the Facebook groups. One of the Facebook groups, fam. One of the Facebook groups. YouTuber I won't name put Qaid Al Farsan Untamed in S tier on a list. There are only so many people who do those type of lists. So I got about 3 options. I'm not going to say no names live, but I can guess who one of them was. Untamed is so okay. Here's my thing. Here's my soliloquy. We're gonna get back to fragrance real quick, but here's my soliloquy. Hey, appreciate that subscribe, Greg. Here's my soliloquy with clone fragrances. I just found out. I wish I could reach it. I'm tired of breaking my arm. I don't want to reach for things too much. So one of the reasons, like take this for example. So one of the reasons that I'm so high on an Arabiyat Prestige is because I like their approach to the word impersonating was at my mind, so I'll just say it. I like their approach to their impersonation or their interpretation or their renditions of a fragrance without making it spicy. All right. One of my issues with the House of Hadlaj, even though I love Hadlaj, but them and Rasasi for the life of me cannot duplicate a fragrance without making it spicy. And what bothers me is that people, when they're talking about, oh, clones this and clones that, and clones are great and clones are this because they perform better. It's not so much that they perform better. It's spicier. This is why I was mad at Afnan, because Afnan is not known for doing that. They're known for smooth blends. When they came out with this, when they came out with 9 p.m. Elixir, I was like, what in the world is going on? Why is it so strong? But you take one of the most impressive clones out there, like a Rificat from Paris Corner, who doesn't need to do another warm weather fragrance as long as they live. We hit 100 likes in the building. Shout out. I gotta fix that because that's low. This is smooth. This is smooth. They need to stick to like cool weather fragrances. They need to stick to cool weather fragrance. That's smooth. But I hate when you take a DNA, Rasasi, when you take a DNA, who did I just talk about? Hadlaj, and you make it spicy. So you throw, you dial up a Popanax and pepper and all these different types of things to make it seem like it's stronger. It's not really stronger. It's just spicier. I want clone companies to stop doing that. If you can't give us something smooth, if you can't do what Arabiyat does and take the blue talisman DNA and make it darker and pretty much add leather to it, don't do it. I don't want a spicy blue talisman because blue talisman is not spicy. And just because you make it spicy doesn't make it good. It doesn't make it stronger. Because one of the problems that we have, and it's not anybody's fault, because people are scared to correct. People don't want to educate. They just want to smell good. And so what happens is you end up spending a lot of money. So it makes it hard. Pause. It makes it difficult when I introduce you to something real and you be like, that costs too much money, because now you're used to smelling the Maison Alhambras of the world. No disrespect, because that's where a lot of us started at. But you're used to smelling those spices. It's like you eating curry chicken every day. You're used to smelling those spices. So then when you don't smell it, you be like, I don't like that, because now your appetite has gotten used to something. So that's why I say on my channel, there will be no clone slander, no designer slander, and no niche slander. Because there's always going to be a group of people who are going to wear cologne fragrances. There's always going to be a group of people who are always going to wear designer fragrances. And there's always going to be a group of people who are only going to wear niche fragrances. And some of you are like me, you're going to dabble in all of them because I want to be versatile. This is the bridge. Let me put up the lower third again. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I appreciate you guys. We got 109 people watching. We got 106 likes. You know what I'm saying? Jason, I feel like hold on. I'm sorry if I just hurt your ears. Sorry if I just hurt your ears, but I need you to drop a drum in the chat real quick. Let's go. We got 109 people, man. I need you to drop a drum in the chat, man. Let me remind you. It ain't just a Fat Boy Friday. It's a Fat Boy Monday. Welcome to the bridge, man, where we make connections that make sense. I am your bridge between the fragrance community and the fragrance industry. Because we got some sheep, we got some shepherds, and we got some wolves out here that come in a lot of different colors. And they trying to get y'all. Ask me how I know. Trying to get me. So shout out to y'all, man. I'm sorry if I blew your speakers out. I apologize. But I just had to set the record straight and let you know real quick that can't no. Keith Sweat said it best. Nobody, baby. Nobody. So I had to let the human jukebox remind y'all that can't nobody, not on any day, especially this day, can't nobody do it better than Fat Boy. All right, let me chill out. Shout out to y'all, man. We having a time and we making good time. I'm having a time right now. I'm bugging out. I'm bugging out. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, yo. I appreciate y'all. All right. Yo, so let me, cause I got 30 minutes left. I wanted to talk about all of the new fragrances that we have coming out, but yo, a couple that keep on your radar that I should have coming soon. Argos has a new fragrance coming out called Jupiter's Lighting, and I think they listen to me. Y'all. I think they listen to me because I told them we need to run it back with a fresh fragrance, something that is more appropriate for the summertime. I can't take no more rose. I can't take no more oud. I can't take it. Argos has a signature, and they are well known for their signature, and I love them. But sometimes, especially with those last 3 releases, Midas Touch, dang, it was like 3 in a row. I'm drawing a blank, but it was like 3 in a row where they got slightly redundant. And so I'm like, yo, definitely. So Jupiter's Lightning, let's just take it. I want you to look at the notes real quick. So this is what the artwork is going to look like. All right. So I think this is going to be something that is going to be suitable. All right, y'all see, I think this is going to be something suitable for the springtime, but still with that Argos signature. All right. You see, we got bergamot, we got cardamom, you got saffron, you got clary sage, you got juniper berries. So in the top, you got cardamom, juniper berries, lemon, and bergamot. I really hope the juniper is not just for coloring. Anytime I hear juniper, the first thing that comes to mind is Scent of Peace. One of my favorite fragrances, Bond. That's the first, I always think that. Or Vetiver Sensual. That's the first thing that always comes to mind. And then you combine that with Clary Sage. I'm still hopeful. Now, this is where that Argos signature comes in with that saffron. But I'm excited because there's cypress and there's cedar, which means that even though this is going to be woody, it's going to stay bright. This is not dark wood. This is bright wood. And musk, you guys know how I feel about musk. And the fact that there is tea here. So that further tells me that this could be a true flanker to Neptune's Trident. This could be a true flanker. Now, Oris, iris, which it kind of has an iris feel. I feel good about this. How do y'all feel? Let me look at the chat, because I know a lot of us, we've been having a love-hate relationship with Argos. And I got to tell Cara, I guess they still like me, and I'm gonna get another bottle, because I was kind of hard on them last year. I was like, yo, let's do something different. If you're gonna come out with that many fragrances, let's do something different. How y'all feeling about this though? I like what I see. See, if I had to just this right here was cool, but Clary Sage is what gives me hope. The combination, and this is what further gives me hope. So this is my kind of fragrance. But that saffron, that's Argos. The Oris, that's Argos. Let me look at the chat real quick, see what y'all think. Yeah, because I appreciate that super chat. Let me put this up. 2 Young Malay Discovery said, literally did not miss their guidance 46 Percival Pacific shit. See? Appreciate that, bro. See? So to Jim's point, this I got high hopes for. When I tell you I got high hopes for this one, I got high hopes for this one. No, but he's right. He's right. Like anybody, if you're into Greek mythology or whatever, you know. Argos bottles of fire. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, and do not spray Sacred Flame on your clothes. Uh-uh. Hey, that wolf was the wolf from 300. That wolf was the wolf from 300. If you know, you know. He got dealt with. Yeah, so I'm excited about this, fam. I'm excited about this. Let's go to another one. Hold on real quick. I'm real zoomed in right there. Let's go to another one. So I'm gonna go to Chris's page. Y'all, I forgot that I was streaming on IG. So if y'all over there watching, I appreciate that. Let me go to Chris's page for this one. Chris has done all the hard work. So night out, 9 p.m. I'd out. I don't know. I don't know what to expect with this one. What I've heard is that somebody said, don't think anything similar to what Afnan is like. This is not going to smell like any of the 9 p.m.s. Dragon fruit, bergamot, cognac, lavender, apple, not to mention this is an extrait. Now, what does that really mean? I mean, that's a lot for Afnan, but yeah. Cardamom, mahonial, suede, toffee, cedar, tonka bean, akagali wood, amberfix, patchouli. Like what? But this is what they've really been selling. A night out. Let me see if anybody in the chat. I feel like it's a hybrid between Valentino and Coral Fantasy. Somebody talking about, I hope this is Angel Share Paradise. They obviously have no clue the breakdown of those notes. I've never seen dragon fruit, unless you're telling me the combination of dragon fruit and apple is gonna give you raspberry vibes. Yeah. What y'all think? What y'all, cause that's the other one. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Arrows? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that cognac could go so many yeah, see? Yeah, bro. Honestly, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like in the suede, like the toffee, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I could see something in that Angel Share realm. Because what they said about Paradise, like I said, I almost tripped, but I was like, does the combination of dragon fruit, bergamot, and apple kind of give you the same thing? I can't see them doing Paradise, bro, or Paradise. I can't see them doing Paradise. But the cognac, when I see cognac, and then with lavender, I don't know, bro. That's designer. Like anytime I see lavender, immediately I'm like designer. So when you start thinking designers, I was like, eh. But cognac, suede, tonka bean, the dragon fruit is the outlier here. The cognac can go so many different ways, and the dragon fruit is the outlier. All right, let's go. Let's go. This is the one. I'm telling y'all right now, this is the one. Angham is arguably the best feminine leaning clone fragrance of all time. Angham was that one. Angham broke because Burberry Goddess is amazing. I wear it. It is amazing on my skin. I love it. I wear it. I love Angham. When I saw this, I got to have it. I was like, I got to have it. I don't care how feminine leaning it leans. I got to have it. I am a fan of florals, and it's got orange blossom, which is one of my favorite. Bruh, I got to have this. I got to have this. So apparently this is a Delina style joint. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. But they also say this is either Delina or Devotion. I did see that. A bunch of people that smelled it in Dubai were saying Devotion. So again, I don't know. I don't know. But Devotion is fire. The male version and the female version. I mean, you know, we kind of in a unisex phase right now. But I'm personally hyped about this one. I'm personally hyped about this one. I'm personally hyped about this one. Yeah, I'm personally hyped about this one. Yeah, I am personally hyped about this one. All right, what is the other second song? Okay, hold on. These are the ones, it's a bunch of them out there, but these are the ones that matter. So this is supposed to be Brompton Immortals by Ex Nihilo. All I saw was Pear, and I'm like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Pear. Now, here's what I'm hearing. Here's what I've heard. This is like a BR 540 with Pear. That's what I'm hearing. Now, based on the colors, you know, I'm not mad at that because it kind of hints at that Ariana Grande cloud. When I saw this, I was like, this is interesting. But the fact that it has oud and patchouli, supposedly, I'm like, But I don't know what Brompton. So let's look up Brompton real quick. Again, y'all already know. Take Fragrantica with a grain of salt. Warm, spicy, vanilla. Don't nothing about that say warm, spicy to what we saw. Saffron, pink pepper. Okay, got them yin yang twins in there. That ylang ylang. Olaban, so it's definitely spicy. Got that Olaban. Yeah, this is tough. What do they say Brompton smells like? Smells like itself. You got a couple of votes for Instant Crush. Several Arabians talking. And that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? This just kind of gives you an idea of what people are thinking. But yeah. And a lot of times people be making this stuff up because it's like, have that many people smell this fragrance yet? Are there any reviews? Like, who are these people? Like, who are these people? Very good. A modern twist on the old school scent. The patchouli note is very wet, similar to the vibe in Surge Off. I prefer Brompton much more, in my opinion. Respectfully, young man trying to pull this off. This smacks of experience. So Brompton reminds them of that. Are they nobody? Huh? But again, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. I would love to see if we could figure out who these people are. Oh Lord. Yeah, these folks in here mad. This was hyped up by a certain YouTuber named Cuba. Bro, what in the world? And yo, so this is my advice to all of y'all that want to be fragrance reviewers. Stop using Fragrantica as a crutch. You will get found, bro. You will get embarrassed, bro. You know how many times the notes and the stuff has been wrong, or you see people go look at the comments and repeat what other people say? That's why you see a lot of people that review for, they be like, it smells fresh, it smells sweet. I told you, I'm the last of a dying breed. There aren't very many fragrance reviewers left. A lot of fragrance influencers, but there aren't a lot of fragrance reviewers left. Let's bring reviewing back. Let's talk about the context of the fragrance. Let me look at the chat real quick, see what y'all think. A lot of these brands are stacking notes, I guess, to stop layering. And honestly, Twan, a lot of the fragrance notes are wrong on purpose, because if I'm not mistaken, you only have to list 20% of the notes. Yeah. Yeah, you only, like, a lot of these people are they lying. Ordered Hawas London. Afnan hasn't missed. Rasasi misses. They miss. They missed on Verde. They missed on Cobra. And they missed on Malibu. They miss. They miss. And they slightly missed on Black. Black is weight because it's the oil the oil concentration too high. It ain't got to be that. Yeah. They might not miss as bad. When James doesn't mute himself, he can really, yeah, no, facts. Like, when I say there are very few of us left, because a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. A lot of y'all don't want to hear the breakdown of the fragrance. Like, most people don't want to, they just want to know how much it costs and do it smell good. You know, but when you really try to get in the weeds of explaining what things smell like, and then when you get in the nuance, so speaking of gems, we had a great conversation with the team from EPS in the Kajal suite in Scent Explorer, and talking to their lead perfumers, and we talked about bridges. See, the struggle you have with a lot of the clone companies, going back to what I said earlier, is that they don't know how to bridge the gap between the top, the middle, and the base. So the opening, the heart, and the dry down, the closure, the base of a fragrance. So like y'all said, we see a lot of these notes just scattered. Where are the bridges? You got to find the bridges within a fragrance. So that way you can go out here, look at the notes. I'm not saying blind buy, because I still want you to sample, but you can kind of determine even if it's something you want to spend your money on as it relates to sampling. And you start to learn. So you hear me talk a lot about coloring, all right, when it comes to fragrances. Cardamom is a bridge. That's why now you start to see a lot of people put cardamom in the top. You used to see cardamom in the mid, the heart, or the base. You see a lot of times in the top, because it can help bridge the gap. When you got bergamots and all of these citruses and grapefruits, and sometimes they can be very acidic and they can overtake a fragrance. So you have to have that paprika. Remember, I tell you, cardamom bridges are paprika. You put them on deviled eggs, you put them on potato salad. It's not for flavor, it's for coloring. It's for color, it's for texture, but it's not really going to change. Bridges don't change fragrances. They bring fragrances together. Saffron is not a bridge. Saffron can change your fragrance. All right. There are certain things you will start to learn they are not bridges. If I go back and pull up, let me pull up this breakdown. Hold on, let me share this. So real quick, let's make it make sense. So if we look at the breakdown for Hawas London, all right, musk is a bridge, all right. White flowers, depending on what they are, can be a bridge. They can be a bridge. Y'all know I talk about that when I do the butterflies in my videos, that wafting. Pear is not a bridge. That's a very distinct thing. Saffron is not a bridge, very distinct. Frankincense, very distinct. But frankincense can be a bridge depending on what else is in there. Pink pepper is a bridge. Black pepper is not. Pink pepper is a bridge. It's not as harsh and distinct as black pepper. Vanilla can be a bridge, just like musk can be a bridge. Cedar can be a bridge. Cedar wood can be a bridge. Sandalwood is not a bridge. Sandalwood will change your fragrance. It's not going to unite things together. So there are certain things you add when you want something different. There are certain things you add when there's something missing. When you want to amplify, when you want to enhance. That's what people don't talk about. What people do is they get up here and they say, oh, it smells sweet, it smells fresh, it smells powdery, it smells fruity. And again, those are nuances that you use to describe. People do need to hear, but here's the problem with that. You know how many powdery fragrances there are? You know how many fruity fragrances there are? You know how many fresh, sweet fragrances there are? So this is why the reason I renamed and rebranded the show as The Bridge is because I'm a bridge over troubled water. No, that's Jesus. No, that's not me. Lord, I'm sorry, Lord. No, I forget. But no, in that same sense, one of the things that God has gifted me to do that is very evident in every facet of my life, in my personal life, in my career, in my hobbies, especially with IT. Most people don't speak tech jargon. Most people don't speak that lingo. IT people historically are referred to as nerds. Nerds historically always lacked social skills because they're great at break fix, but they could never really help people. You be talking all this crazy, people like, what are you talking about? I don't know what that means. So you have to take high complex things and just make it relatable and applicable and present things in a way. Jesus did it. It's called parables. It's storytelling. Bring the story of fragrance back. Prime example, when you hear me review Ruby or when you hear me review Masa from Kajal, it's gonna hit different. You know why? Because I sat with them people for almost 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, about 3 or 4 hours talking about the story on how they got there. On how when we were trying to figure out this fragrance, that fragrance came to life. We weren't even trying to do that fragrance. We were trying to get this fragrance. On how Ruby, how the color, how so much emphasis went into that. How the reason that Masa and Alma's the reason is green is because when diamonds are formed naturally, they give off a green color. When you hear something like that, it makes you look at the fragrance differently. And diamonds are what? A girl's best friend. So it's gonna wear differently. When you gift it, it's gonna mean something different. When you tell it, do you know the reason that bottle is green? Did you know that like diamonds naturally, when they're being formed, they give off a green hue? Do you know how invaluable that makes the wearing experience of it? You immediately be like, ooh, diamonds are forever, forever, forever. Makes you feel different. I'm telling you, bro. So yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to go. Bro, 9 o'clock. I second that. Bahara. Last until tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow is only a day away. That's how long it lasts. I'm so sick of being lonely. I'm tired of these fragrances with amber and cedar. Real talk, bro. Yeah, it does start to get old. All right, so as we get ready to wrap things up, man, let's take a look. Yeah, I love this chat. I love this chat. Influencers just don't want to lose their relation. This is true, but this is why you guys have always heard me say, as my grandmother said, start out like you can hold out. If you start being authentic and being integral, you can't lose your relation. If you lose it, you lose it. If I lose something, I'm gonna lose it being myself. If I lose it, it's gonna be on the strength of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that Bahara King is gonna last you till next week, Simone. So I hope you didn't spray it on your clothes. I hope you didn't spray it on your clothes. Peter, I'm not even mad at it. I respect that. I respect that. They were misses for me. Because Cobra is spicy imagination. To me, I understand Rasasi had to come out with their version, and Rasasi is gonna do what Rasasi do. Cobra is just their version of what's this, Blue Spice from Hot Lodge? Same approach. It's a spicy imagination. Malibu is not La Bola Parfum. I just want them to change what they say it's supposed to be, and then I'll let it go. I just want them to change what it's, because it is not La Bola Parfum. And Verde, I just can't get with it. I just can't get with it. I just can't get with it. All right, but good folk, we get ready to get out of here, man. I got 80. Oh no, bro. I got 85 people still watching. Hold on. All right, before I go, let me give y'all some juice. Let me give y'all some juice to look forward to. We were talking a couple of things you need to be out on the radar for. Even though my plaque is crooked, this is still fire. This is going to be one of the best. Let me pull up the notes so you can see it. This is going, when I tell you, this is going to be one of the best. Hold on. When I tell you, and it's out of stock, this is going to be one of the best. Oh, it's back in? Say less. This is going to be one of the best summer fragrances this summer. Hear me. Hear me loud and clear. This is going to be crazy. Hey, appreciate you, Frank. This King of Kings. Oh, my camera is over here. Bruh, this Royal Island. Bruh, this smell like Bermuda in a bottle. Watermelon. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And I'm not talking about your wave child. French Avenue Atlantis, they wish. God somebody know. And there's like watermelon, and then there's like the Rhine. It's the mint, but the combination with the mint, and it's very aldehydic. It almost comes off like the rind of a lime, bro. And there's some ginger and vodka, and the mandarin orange really kind of adds some sweetness that kind of settled, but still gives it a burst of this zing, almost zesty pause to go along with that watermelon. Yo, hear me. This right here. If you've heard how I talked about Private Blend Chapter 1, 1A and 1B. 1A, 1B. Crazy work. All right. Those of you who were talking about, I'm getting ready to, I'm gonna try to wrap up real quick. 4 Michael Malul fragrances I think you definitely have to have. I think are good. And I'm not including some of these by default, but because I think Citizen Jack, absolute. I think the Parfum, EDP, one of the two. But especially with Valentine's Day right around the corner, I think too that you could do a his and hers, or y'all could just share, or you can do the Arga and Myrrh. If the Sangria is too much for you, you can do the Arga and Myrrh. This right here for her. And you'll steal this yourself. That Sangria and Saffron, crazy work. That Sangria and Saffron, crazy work. Get that for her. Trust me. Don't argue with me. Trust me. Sangria and Embers. Boy, you talking about this smell like the best red wine ever. That right there, Crazy. All right. Arga and Myrrh is another one I would say, especially for my fellas. If you don't want to do this one, do the Arga and Myrrh, but I would say do this one. If you want something that's gonna go completely left field, but it's great, do Ginger Mist. Now, I prefer Ingenious Ginger from Goldfield and Banks, but Ginger Mist is a great one. I'm trying to make sure you don't overlap. All right. And then top 5 blue out there, and it's not number 5, Ocean Noir. Top 5 blue, and it's not number 5, Ocean Noir. Like, bro, this does the same thing that a Dior Sauvage does. It's just Dior Sauvage leans on that pepper. This does not. This is smooth. This leans on the aquatics. That leans on the pepper. They do the same thing. Not necessarily in smell, but they do the same thing. The note combination in this don't even make sense. I still don't know how they got what they got. But this juice right here is crazy work. All right. We're getting ready to wrap up, but just so you guys know, I am now officially collaborating with Max Aroma. So don't y'all act brand new on me. Congratulations, Walt. Congratulations. We are officially collaborating with Max Aroma. And so, yo, Lachey, you is crazy. You is crazy. Wood and cardamom is good too. But, yo, so between IG, between TikTok, and between YouTube. Well, I don't have a phrase like so I appreciate you speaking that in existence, Carlin. But I'm talking about as far as collaboration, as far as fragrance is. But I appreciate you speaking that into existence, because that is on the list of things to do. Nah, we ain't getting bougie. Because you still see what's on the channel. But again, one of the things, see, I manifest things, and God grants me with the things that I ask for, because I try to always position myself. I told you guys, we are going to dive more into niche. So let me give you all a secret. It shouldn't be a secret, it's common sense, but let me help you, especially for all of my reviewers. If and when you get contacted, when a brand reaches out to you, especially a discounter. So when a discounter or distributor reaches out to you, don't just let them send you a bunch of fragrances you know nothing about. Ask them. Most of the time, they're going to send you a list and tell you to choose from the list. This is not your time to build your collection. This is your time to build trust with that brand and knock it out the park. So you want to choose fragrances that you already have knowledge of, that you have already sampled, that you have already had some experience with. So all of the fragrances that I chose, and I'm still missing 2, but all of the fragrances that I've chose, I've had some experience. I have samples of all of these, every single one of them. And I just smelled in New York, and I smell here in Raleigh at La Perfumery. So these were in my haul video. If you remember, I was live in Raleigh, so a couple of these you've already seen. Micallef Notorious XO. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Remember I told y'all, if you took mahogany teak wood and you made it gourmand and made it crack, this is what you would get with that. All right? So I don't need y'all to act brand new on me, because I'm not acting brand new. I'm bringing you more. Some of y'all want to go, so I'm like, let's go. All right. But I feel that you have no problem trusting me, giving you my opinion on something. Because if I say, because some of you gonna ask, you be like, yo, is that worth $200? We'll be like, not today. It might be Black Friday. It might be if they take $50 off of it. You know, I'm gonna keep it a buck regardless. All right. We smelled this at La Perfumery. Ojar, Wood Whisper. Beautiful woody fragrance. Now this one, they need to drop the price on that. To me, this is, it's crazy because Mancera is entry-level niche. This would be the father or the grandfather or the uncle to Mancera. That's how I look at Ojar. So what you get from a Mancera, you're gonna get the elevated experience from Ojar. But if you're looking for like a wood fragrance, so if you're somebody who has to work in close quarters, like if you have to work in close quarters and you can't be loud, but you do want to be discovered, you still want to smell good, you want something very smooth. I mean, it's in the name. It says wood whisper, and you are into niche fragrances, this is one you definitely want to check out. If you want the links to anything to check out, Fatboy10 is a code on any of these, and you can always just go to my haul video. All right. This one, I knew I wanted this. I didn't want to pay the money for it because the brand got some crazy prices. But if you watch the live, you remember I smelled this one. One of the best chocolate chip cookies out there on the market. Crumble Me Softly. This is a seductive cookie. I like, it's crazy when you read the story and then you even see the imagery, but then when you smell it, you be like, so for all of y'all that was snowed in, you needed this. You needed this. And then, like I said, I got 2 more coming because they're not in stock until February. These 3, I know they were floating around for a while, and a lot of people wonder if they're worth it or not. I got a chance to smell these at Scent Explorer, and I still have several samples in my bag. So again, I didn't randomly choose anything. I chose stuff that is like I have experience with. Number 1, this Game of Joy. That's the other fruity bomb. Game of Joy. This would be my second favorite. This Light Breeze would be my third favorite. This basically, if you took this is the niche version of Light Blue. This is the niche version of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. The niche version. Add a little bit of green to it, but the niche version of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Light blue, you frolic in a t-shirt. This, you on a yacht with a linen shirt open. But the one that took my breath, it took my breath in New York, and it takes my breath now. Linen and musk, which if you got to know anything with musk in it, I gotta have it. And this is Unseen. This is Unseen. All right. This is Unseen. So, the teak wood one is Notorious XO. This is the Miachel. Miachel Notorious XO. So after this video, if you go to my haul video, if you go to the one where I did about the fragrance haul, you'll see me do a first impression of all of those 6. I also talked about this Anarchy Fearless. This is supposed to be a play on Bald the Freak, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, I told y'all, they on some other stuff. And then we went over Italia. I went over this one. I went over that one. And so these will be scattered. The reviews will be scattered. They won't be all at one time because there are certain dates. You know what I'm saying? When you start working with certain brands, you can't do what you want to do. You know, like you can talk about what you want to talk about, but as far as the dates and the platforms of certain things, there's a schedule, you know, that you want to kind of abide by. So, so when I say I appreciate y'all, because I would not have gotten to this point without you, and we're not stopping here. This is not where it stops. I'm waiting on I'm waiting on some emails and the phone to ring from a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because again, y'all work too hard. We work too hard to be wasting money. I don't believe I waste money. Now, we have wasted some money on some stuff, but to spend money, saving money, it takes the pressure off performing. That's the thing. It takes the pressure off. It takes the pressure off. I don't have a dog in the fight. It takes the pressure off. You know, so when I say I appreciate y'all, I would not be at this point. We would not be at 22.5. We would not be doing it. I would not be here without y'all. I have worked hard, but y'all have worked hard right there with me. And so these are the things I'm doing to try to get my foot in the door, you know, so we can have some more of these conversations with other people and do some other things in the future that's going to make y'all happy and make me happy. So, yes, I have, and I want a bottle. But until I get a bottle of that, you know this bottle I just showed you? They got a bottle of that too. They got a bottle of that too. But Passion Island is fire. Passion Island is fire. I really like Passion Fire. I mean Passion Island. I said Passion Fire. Passion Island is good. Yeah, 12 faces. 12 fake. So Billy, you got yours. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Yo, Simone, with everything that I've learned over the past 3-4 months, let me tell you something. Got somebody, man. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go home. Like, let me leave y'all with a bit of encouragement, man, because some of y'all, I know you may feel like 2025 is kind of starting. 2026 is starting like 2025 ended. If you don't remember nothing else I said tonight, before you go to sleep tonight, I want you to read Romans 8:28 and Jeremiah 29:11. Two verses I want y'all to read. I'm not trying to put religion on anybody, but two verses from the Bible I want you to read before you go to sleep. Romans 8:28 and Jeremiah 29:11. Matter of fact, read Jeremiah 29:11 first and then read Romans 8:28. We talked about sheep, shepherds, and wolves. And I'ma simply say this. As the songwriter said, what the devil meant for evil, it worked out for my good. Ty Tribbett said it this way. He turned it. Because coming into February, I haven't lost anything. A little bit of pride, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of anticipation, but I haven't lost anything. But I gained a whole lot of knowledge. I gained a whole lot of knowledge. Knowledge that I don't know if I was supposed to gain or not, but I gained a whole lot of knowledge. And so, Simone, to your point, yeah, this industry is this industry is funny, but I love the community. I love the community. I love the community, and I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? When I say I appreciate y'all, I appreciate y'all. And so, yeah, let's wrap up one last time. Yeah, Jeremiah 29:11, Romans 8:28. Yeah. Yeah. Am I done with Zakat? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We was done. We was done. Yeah, we've been done for a while. Because here's the thing. Zakat is cool. Zakat tickle the fancy. You know what I'm saying? Zakat, you know what I'm saying? They did what they were supposed to do as far as, you know. But when it comes to quality, if we're gonna go through the 4 P's, if we can go through presentation, if we can go through profile, if we can go through price, if we can go through performance, yeah, I can't recommend them. But yeah, Jeremiah 29:11, Romans 8:28, man. Just know you can't be stopped, you can't be blocked. And what God has for you is for you. I don't care who you serve, what religion, what is. Listen, what's for you is for you. And if you put the work in and do what it is you need to do, you're going to get what it is you're supposed to get. So I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. It has been an amazing night. You know, great conversation, bro. You know, we had 128 likes. I still got 77 people watching at 9:22. At 9:22, man. At 9:22. So yeah, bro, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Fragrance Barber, everybody in Cosmo Pro, bro. Lord, I need to go to Miami. I need to go to Miami. All right. Peace and blessings. Raph, hopefully I see you in a couple days. But shout out to my IG crew for y'all still hanging out with your boy. But yeah, let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go out with some Jackson State, man. Let's go out with some Jackson State, man. Let's go out with a bang, fam. Let's go out with a bang. Let's go out with a bang, man. Let's take that countdown off, you know. It was a good live tonight. Nah, bro, these are Bayer Dynamics. These are Bayer Dynamic headphones. Let go. Come on. Let's go. How did I get live? Live. Say hopes and dreams, all those things I'll never see. Somebody tell me how did I, yeah. Let's go. Live. Let's go. Live. Say everything I hope for is gone now, buried in the ground. I said hopes and dreams, all those things. If you like that type of thing, pretty car, big old thing. Somebody tell me how. Y'all be easy, man. Good night.